Alright. So, morning ramblings, I says. Racism. I'm sorry. I gotta chuckle out of this shit, because, I mean, who the... Don't get me wrong. I got a bit of a giggle out of it, but there ain't no way in hell, man. I'm just gonna be fair and honest. There ain't no way in hell you look at me and you says, racist. I don't give a shit. Black, white, brown, purple, fucking blue. I don't give a shit. I don't think you recognize this. Like, you really don't get this. There's a difference between credist and racist. Credist is, I am not willing to believe your fucking religion. I have my own beliefs. Racist is, I hate you because of your skin color or because of where you're from, specifically on this planet. I couldn't give a ripe shit less for where you're from on this planet if you don't have the logical sense and reason to see right from wrong and good from evil. I've got nothing for you. You're a whole ass and a retard, and there's nothing I can do for that. I will try my damnedest to try and educate you, but as far as I can see, you just shit posting looking for trouble, and trouble found you because you came after the wrong source. So I'm just gonna say, so shall we dance, as it were? Shall we dance? And I'm not even going to say homeboy's name on this shit because it's like one of those. Yeah, I got to chuckle out your video, but I got a problem with someone calling me racist. Just simply because if you knew anything about me, you'd shut up and fucking turn your ass around the other way. You would not be able to believe half the shit I've lived through. You'd not be able to believe half the shit I know. Shit, I've forgotten more than you've ever learned in your life. So, I'm going to just put it to you squarely. I couldn't give a ripe shit what country you come from. If you hate a man for being an American, you're a racist. If you hate a man for being white, you're a racist. Or sorry, I'll put it to you in more succinct terms. If you hate a man for being an American, you're a nationalist. Because you believe that because of the nation that person's from, you should hate them. Because you believe in superiority of a different nation. Now, I am neither. I love my country. It doesn't mean I think it's greater than any other. I think it's a great country and I love living here. I don't believe it's greater than any other. Every other has their ups and their downs. I mean, I'm kind of the same mind as some of them folks in the Middle East for a couple of things, if you know what I mean. But it's neither here nor there. Still, that being said, my moral compass is not so goddamn askew that I would be okay with messing around with children. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I says, my issue that you might have with me is not racism. If you're going to try and put a label on me, you better get the right goddamn one, boy. You better get the right one. I am credist. I do not like any particular religion. I find morality in all of them. But I have aught most with the Muslim faith. Just putting that out there. Now, mind you, I've seen the dark side of every faith. A few have a little bit more of a dark side than others. Particularly the forcing of one's beliefs on someone else. That's not your place. You are not my God. So where would you have the right to make that decision? That's why I am cretist. However, I am not racist. My adopted brother is, like I say, ace of spades if you want to go that way. You want to be an asshole about it. And I'm pretty sure he's going to clip all this up and turn it around and be like, this is your proof you're racist. No, dumbass, this is me actually explaining shit to you. And if you ever watched a full-length one of my videos, if you didn't have the freaking mental capacity of a goldfish, you'd actually understand that. You might actually find some more spiritual growth. It's kind of interesting how this works. When you listen to a man speak, when you listen to the ramblings of an old and wizened man, you learn. These are things that are actually taught in the Quran, which is what you're sitting there spouting is the best in the best of the world. So I don't want to hear it. All right. You want to sit there and tell me I'm racist? Well, you are cretist and spiteful in it because you've been brought up to think that way. Now, I personally have been brought up to think of it as I don't have a nationality. I don't have that kind of heritage for one reason. I'm an American. Welcome to the great melting pot of the world. I am a fifth generation, at least, American. Which means that on my mother's side, going back 5 generations, my family came from Italy. On my father's side, I have heritage going back 10,000 years in this country. And then also in Poland on my father's side. You know, on my mother's side, I also have heritage from Morocco. And of all places, what is now Somalia. Let that blow your fucking mind. So how is it that I hate one race more than another when I am combined of so many? For me to do that would be to degrade another and to say that I am less worthy because this part of me is more. Well, excuse me. Don't let my pasty complexion fool you. The lupine stare should be enough. The high cheekbones should be enough. The pointy fucking ear tips should be enough. I am Cherokee, as well as many other nations. So to sit there and say that I am racist because you hear a southern accent or something, boy, you got another thing coming. my family comes from the South does not mean that they are racist. Hell, you understand that I have been called every single freaking racist slur under the sun, and it actually fucking stuck? Think about that. And I can go through them. I can count them off on my fingers, what I've been called. And it would blow your mind. How many different races I've been confused for. Just because I have a strange look to my face. And so, therefore, I wear a beard. You know that the person who put my jaw back together, she thought I was Middle Eastern. Isn't that funny? One of the few nations I can't actually go and says, you know, I got heritage here. No, it's on the other side of that. Africa, the northern side of Africa. I can actually go genealogically through the chart and say, yep, there you go. So, no. You go and you pile that shit somewhere where it actually will stick. Folks who know me, they know I don't fly like that. As a matter of fact, you take your ass down to South Central Los Angeles, ask them about that old crazy ass white boy. Go and ask them. I'll bet you get your ass run the fuck up out of there. Because they ain't putting up with all that garbage. It ain't about race. It's about how you are to another person. It's about how you handle yourself. About how you treat other people. And if you treat other people like absolute dog shit, like what I've seen in the only video of yours I've ever seen, which was a live stream that you took down right afterwards because it looked like horseshit. If you acted like that down there in South Central Los Angeles, they'd freaking beat your ass up and leave you in a freaking alleyway to die. And that's me being fucking straight and honest with you. That horse shit don't fly. So, if you knew my history and my heritage, where I come from, where I grew up with what I did, you'd realize, hey, brother, this ain't the dude. Don't be calling him out as a racist, because that's some bullshit. Straight up. Don't take my pasty complexion as something to be stupid about. I'm a red man on the outside. I'm also Irish, Welsh, Scottish, Dutch, German, Polish, Italian, Moroccan, Nubian. Sazi, Flathead tribe, you know. If you don't, you know. Pueblo. Basically the same people. Different times, different places, but heritage line according to genealogy. So if I was to sit there and say, you know, I don't like prairie niggers, or I don't like niggers, or I don't like this kind of that, do you understand what I'm saying? My point is, if I call somebody a nigger, it is because they are a complete and total jackass that acts like this, like that particular descriptor, that has fucking no bearing on color of skin when I speak. That might not be the way everybody does, but when I speak, that's what's meant. I'll call a white man a nigger just the same as I'll call a black man a nigger. And I'll call a fucking Mexican a nigger too, if they act like a nigger. Do you understand the difference here? I don't conceptualize like those people do. My brain does not fucking function that way. I don't see the skin. Your skin color doesn't mean a fuck to me. One of my best friends in middle school, his name was Jawad Jalini. Go ahead and look into that. It might surprise the shit out of you. So you want to sit here and you want to tell me you're a racist, Blaine? Well, I got news for you, son. I'm about the furthest fucking thing from racist as you could possibly get. I'm the actual standard for not being racist. It doesn't matter to me whether you black, white, brown, purple, blue, pink. Fucking don't care. Don't care. To me, it's not about what's outside here. It's what's in here. And right now, you look like you ain't got a bit of it. And since I don't do the whole Discord bullshit, and I ain't gonna be talked over in a freaking live stream, because I've seen that too many damn times, you can respond to me in long form content. Or you can go piss up a tree. Either way, they don't make fun. Because you's a big man sitting there talking on the old interwebs. But clips don't make a man. Standing up and having some righteousness behind you does. So if you're not going to have that righteousness, I can't stand for it, dude. And this will be the end of the correspondence, as you see. So whatever the hell you're doing, you might want to leave people like me out of that. Or get some better damn descriptors. If you're going to call me something, I am Cretist. I have a problem with Islam, with the Muslim faith, because of what it does say is okay. In my moral book, that is not okay. And it is wrong. And what you do to others will be visited to you. That's how that works. And I've seen that with my own eyes. My humble 39 years of being on this planet. So you might think, I might have a few years on you. I might know a few things about life that you don't. What you do to other people in this world is visited back on you. The energy you put out is the energy you bring in. And if you don't believe that, you keep on this fucking track. And you watch. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your mind open. And it's going to come up and bite you in the ass. The only difference is I won't be there to say I told you so. Just because it's not going to matter to me. Because you only matter enough to me for me to try and give you this one opportunity. So I hope you got something out of this. More than just a couple of clips to stick there and go, see, I told you, he's freaking racist. If that's all that you got out of this, dude, you're a punk. And anybody who's from down there in LA knows that's one fucking thing you don't want to be. You don't want to be a punk. Now, I don't mean like, the punk rockers. It's a little different down there. They actually call guys and gals who do the whole punk scene punk rockers. Little different. When they call you a punk, that means you little fucking bitch. Ain't nothing to you. You all hot air. And when you all hot air, pretty soon, you fly away on your own. Bye, hot air.